Hey everyone, my name's Jake from dailyclips.io. Today I'm going to do a deep dive on our short form video editor. If you are creating a lot of content, a lot of shorts, like repurposing long form content like what you see here on the left into short form content, this will save you a ton of time. You can almost completely automate the process, and I'm going to show you how right now. It's going to be a little longer, so bear with me. I'm going to try to get all of the really valuable things up front. All right, so we'll go and take this short that I selected earlier to use. I like this one because it has a lot of interesting things happening. It's a good short clip, and I really like how there's the hand cam here, so it gives us multiple areas that are interesting for whoever's watching this. So the first thing we'll do, obviously, on this initial layout here is pull the face cam. I like to, if I'm making a complex edit, I'll say face cam. I'll label it so it's easy to tell what the color is. And you'll see it's labeled here. And then the next thing is like the content. So I'll just say game or something like that. Works fine. So yeah, this already, it's decent. It's a decent TikTok. And a lot of TikToks look like this. But I like to set mine even further apart by kind of like going crazy with the editing. So the next thing, let's add the face cam in there. Take a box here and get the face cam. Or sorry, this is the hand cam. And we'll pull this somewhere. I'm not very artistic, so this is actually kind of hard for me. I've created some really nice looking ones that I'll flash across the screen now. But it takes me a little while to create those. But the great thing about daily clips is that I can create them one time and save them forever. And I never have to edit them again. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the layout feature a little bit here. So I'm going to name this Timmy. And I'm going to save it. And then I'm just going to create a new one here. So you can see now we're a blank slate. I can do whatever, create a brand new layout. But then when I go back to Timmy, it's exactly the way I left it. So that's a huge time-saving feature, obviously. I line that up a little better. So you can turn off auto snapping if you want. Sometimes it's useful, like right there where I had that little gap. And turn it back on. Just a little side note. Yeah, so this is like an okay baseline clip, I would say. I don't really like the location of this too much. I might move it like here and maybe make it a little bit smaller. But one thing, let's lock the aspect ratio so it doesn't look off. And maybe bring this down a little bit, because most people generally just care about the mouse movement. So this is decent. What else can we do to make this clip better? Well, there's like interesting things happening in the top right. People want to know what's going on in the kill feed. Like, did he get a headshot right there? Or what happened, right? So we can go ahead and pull that into the frame with the selection tool. So let's go ahead and do it. Pull this over here. Just make that a little skinnier. Just something like that. So this way people will be able to see that area. And it makes the short more engaging. The other thing we can do, I'll just save this. The other thing we can do is add a call to action. Every good TikTok should have a call to action. So I just have like some saved up here, like subscribe, for example. And I uploaded this asset before, but you can also upload them on this page just by using this upload tool right here. And you can do a lot of other interesting things to the asset. You can set it as an outro or an intro. I recommend you overlay it generally because short form doesn't do so well with intros and outros. You also make it loop, and lock aspect is on by default. So for this one, let's say we want the call to action to happen towards the end. So I'm just going to drag this back here a little bit. Yeah, so we'll prompt them to subscribe towards the end, let's say. Maybe this isn't going on YouTube. Let's say it's going on TikTok, so we can just switch to follow here if we want as well. But for this one, I'll just stick with the YouTube. Put it right here, and I'll drag it back since it got reset. Text is important. This isn't my clip. This is it's Timmy's. So I would definitely say like twitch.tv/it's Timmy right here. And we'll add a little bit of a stroke there so it's easy to see. And we can put that in here so he gets credit for hitting the clip. If I didn't mention before, this green part goes away. It will disappear in the rendered version. And you'll only see the call to action, which is subscribe, but you'll see that in a little bit. I'm going to make this bigger. Bring it down a little bit. So this is great so far. Everything looks good, and this would be a decent TikTok. I'm going to do something else though. Let's add some captions, because I think it's 60% plus people do not watch short form with the volume on, so they won't be able to hear the words that are said. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the words in. And as you can see, I can choose words or sentences. I like doing words a lot because they fit well, and this is a pretty common style on TikTok right now. So let's say we'll bring the caption right there. We'll add a stroke to it so it's easy to see. And I like sometimes doing a little animation. We'll try vibrate here and see how that looks, and make it pretty short vibrate like this. So now you can see a little bit of vibration there. All right, so there's one more thing I want to show you. I'm going to go to add layer, add an asset, and let's say I have like a context emoji in here. For example, let's choose like, I don't know. But we'll do like the grimace emoji for a second. Let's say something risky happens and you throw that in there. This is only useful for this play, like this clip. It might not be useful for the next clip that I use, that I want to use this layout on, right? So I'm going to save this, create a new layout, then go back to Timmy, and you'll see the grimace is still there. But like I mentioned, we might not want this on every clip. So in order to handle this emoji case, I'm going to show you another feature here. For this one, we'll have to go into the settings area, and under layout, you'll see require layers to be explicitly selected to save. Go ahead and toggle that on, and I usually like to keep this one toggled as well. We'll save by default. So what this means, I'll show you right now. It's not going to save something to the template unless you really need it there. And you'll see it's a little different. This save icon is now available. And by pressing on the save icon, when it turns light purple like this, it's actually no longer going to be saved on the template. So this is like a one-off thing that you can add to the video if you want to, but it's not going to be on your template from this point on. And I'll just prove it real quickly. Go to new, and then go back to Timmy, and you can see now the emoji isn't there anymore, which is exactly what we were expecting. Yeah, so this was a deep dive on the short form editor. We're super into templates at Daily Clips because they save so much time. If you want to learn more about templates, we have upload templates as well. I'm going to talk about in the next video. And upload templates will enable you to upload your video with all of the text and description that you would expect with the click of one button. So stay tuned if you want to check that out, and thanks for watching.